How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. We got a fun video for you today. We're going to be showing you how to add patches to your jerseys only using a home iron. Let's go ahead and get started. So the materials needed for this project is obviously your patches, your jerseys. You will also need obviously a home iron. You'll need an ironing board, and then anything that you can add in between the iron and the patch itself to protect it from burning the patch and the jersey. I like to use a baking sheet. You can also use a towel, you can use a t-shirt. The first set of patches that we're going to be applying are these World Cup 2022 patches that are going to go on this England home kit. I'm not sure if this is the right shade of blue that England wore, but this is what I have and this is what's going to go on there, so oh well. As you can see, I'm putting a cardboard box inside the sleeve. This is not a necessary step, this is completely optional. This just helps make the surface of the sleeve more flat, which makes it easier to then apply the patch. Again, you don't have to do this, and I've done it without a cardboard insert inside the sleeve, but I will say this make it a little bit easier getting the correct placement and everything like that, so I do recommend it. These kind of patches are like that thin material, almost kind of like a name and number type of material. So for the layer of protection that I'm going to add from the iron to the jersey, I'm going to use a sheet of baking paper. You want to make sure your iron is set to medium heat, but you can rise up the heat depending on what kind of material you're using as your protective layer. If you're using a t-shirt, maybe you can go just a tad bit hotter. If you're using a towel, you might want to go even hotter since that's a thicker material. Anyway, once your iron is hot and ready, you want to then go ahead and gently push down onto the patch. You want to keep it there for about 10 seconds, maybe a little bit longer. If you're using like a t-shirt or a towel, then you may want to go like 15 seconds. Once you lift up the iron, let it cool down for a little bit and then attempt to peel off. If you're having an issue with it peeling off, maybe it's just not ready yet, you might want to go ahead and reapply the baking sheet or whatever you're using and then reapply the heat with the iron for another 5 to 10 seconds. Once you let it cool off for a few seconds, you want to go ahead and peel it off, and there you go. Once I have successfully peeled it off, I like to go over with the iron one last time with the baking sheet just to make sure it's really in there. Good to go. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, find the placement, put your baking sheet on top, let the iron do the work. Again, not too much pressure, just gentle pressure, 10 seconds, let it cool down for a little bit, and then peel off. The next patch is going to be a Carabao Cup patch, and that's going to go on this Manchester City 2021-22 third kit. Not a big fan of this kit, but it has no patch on it, so might as well add this one. And the step for this one is pretty much the same. And as far as placement goes, I'm sure you can find online like the proper official measurements on where the patch goes, but what I like to do is I like to look for pictures online or the players wearing the shirt with that said patch, and then just kind of eyeball the location of it. Try to like eyeball like the distance between like the shoulder or like the sleeve, and kind of just see where it goes from there. I'm not too particular with the placement being 100% correct, but I want it to at least look as close as possible without it looking ridiculously off or maybe too high or too low. But yeah, anyway, same thing. Get your placement, put your baking sheet, apply the heat, let it cool off, peel away. And there you have it, another one down. The next one we're going to do is this 2006 Germany World Cup patch. Now, as you can see, this patch is a little bit different. It's not like the same thin material like the other ones were. This one's a little bit thicker, has a little bit of texture to it. This patch is going to go on this 2006 Argentina home kit. This is the one where I had trouble peeling off the Crespo number on the back, and as you can see, I peeled it off, but not very successfully, but it is what it is. I still love the jersey, and we're going to still apply a patch on it. We're going to make it look like it was worn. But for this type of patch, I would maybe use something a little bit thicker as your protective layer. So I'm not going to use a baking sheet. I'm actually going to use a towel for this one as the protective layer. And for this one, we'll rise the heat all the way to the max. And then same thing, get your placement, put your towel on top, and then let the iron do its thing. Because I'm using a towel, I will maybe let it sit for still 10 seconds, but maybe 15 seconds probably wouldn't hurt either. Start with 10 seconds, see if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, then you can let it go for a little bit longer. As you can see here with the Argentina, with the patch being applied right on the 3 stripes, it does make it a little bit harder for me to apply the patch and really get it in there. So I have to reapply the heat multiple times. And then there it is, good to go. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up down below. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on future content. We do giveaways for every 1,000 subscribers. I just had a giveaway not too long ago, and we're already getting close to the next 1,000. So there will be a giveaway coming hopefully pretty soon. So make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss out on that one. I have a lot of tutorials and just other videos where I apply names to the patches. So if you're interested in seeing more of that, just go to the link down below to click on some videos, or you can just browse through my channel and I guarantee you'll find a bunch. And if you would like to see me apply this name set with this Club Roll Call patch into this Manchester City away kit, make sure you click the link right up here, that way you can check that out. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, week, month, year, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.